Hi guys, my name is Miss Conway and I am going to be your child's third grade teacher this year in the Cruiser Digital Academy. I have a little bit of a list to go through with you guys, so bear with me. There's quite a few items, but please remember that we are in this together and we are going to take this baby step by baby step, and it's going to be great. So, a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, and went to Ohio State for college, and then also went to Ohio State for graduate school. And my first year teaching was last year at Dunlow Elementary, which is where I am now. And this will be my second year. So I'm super stoked that it's going to be a little bit of a unique experience, to say the least, this year. But we have a fabulous group of kids coming in. We have about 2/3 from Dunlow and 1/3 from Madison Elementary. So it's going to be a unique group, one that I think we'll remember forever. So, with that being said, let's dive into what this year's going to look like. So I have created a classroom website, and this may look a little bit different as the year goes on. We'll adjust it as we need. But on this classroom website, it'll be easily accessible for both you and your child, and it will have all the links that you need for your child's learning and for you. So here there'll be a link for Class Dojo, Google Classroom, facts and questions, and then we'll do a monthly newsletter that'll just update you on important standards that we're working on, testing, strategies, and hopefully some fun pictures. So down here you can read a little bit more about me, and I'm going to slide this over. Okay, so here will be the daily schedule where your child can find out what they are supposed to do for the day, and they will click it, and it will bring you up to, see if this will load for us. There we go. It'll bring us to our daily agenda together. So this is Tuesday, September 8th agenda, which will be our first day of learning in the Digital Academy. And our schedule for the first 2 weeks is going to look a little bit different. So I'm going to just slide over and show you a generic schedule of what our days are going to look like. So bear with me for the next few minutes here, because I'm going to talk a little bit about synchronous versus asynchronous learning. So synchronous learning means that your child is in a live online video session with me and their classmates. So synchronous learning is going to happen at 9 a.m. every day to around 10:45 to 11, depending on how long our math lesson is that day. So your child is required to be logged into that Google Meet by 9 a.m. Attendance will be taken at 9 a.m. and they must be online, sitting down with their portable desk that you'll hear more about, ready for the session at 9 a.m. That will consist of a morning meeting, which will be like social emotional skills, getting to know our classmates, creating that climate and culture of our online classroom, and it'll just be a really fun time for kiddos to just start their day. After that will be English and language arts, and that will be a lesson, and after that will be a math lesson. So it will be really important that your child is logged on from 9 a.m. to 11 every single day for that lesson, with the exception of Wednesday, which is a teacher work day, and a children asynchronous day. So hold tight, we'll keep going into that. So from 9 to 11, that is synchronous learning. From 11 to 11:30, children will have lunch, go play, do their thing. At 11:30, your child will be assigned a group either at 11:30, 12, or 12:30. On Monday and Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Fridays. I think I said that right. Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, Friday. Yes. And that is a time that we will do small reading groups. So those reading groups will really be targeted at your child's individual reading level. And we do those groups so we can really differentiate for your child and help them succeed at a pace that's good for them. So we will be doing group work starting the third week of online learning. For the first 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing one-on-one individual Google Meets, which are video meets, with your child, just assessing them in reading, writing, getting to know them, asking them questions, and just, getting to know you as well. So I'll be sending out those times on Dojo and putting them on the website as soon as possible. So group work will not begin right away, but group work will be from 11:30 to 1. If your child is not assigned a group that day, because your child will only meet twice per week for half an hour, totaling an hour session of small group per week, they will be working on independent workshop items. And independent workshop is time that they are going to complete 5 different activities every day. And those activities will be geared towards the learning that they completed that morning with the lessons that were taught. And they will also incorporate science and social studies standards too. Completing these independent workshop items daily will be extremely important. They need to be turned in by 3 p.m. And then that way I have adequate time to provide them feedback for the next day's learning. At 3 o'clock, there will be office hours, which will be synchronous live, but it is optional. So you do not have to attend the office hours, but are more than welcome to just hop on the Google Meet, ask questions, um, clarify something, etc. So if your child is absent because they are sick, doctor, family emergency, please make sure to hop on line at office hours so we can set a plan to meet and to meet online and go over what they missed. Um, Next up is, so that's our daily schedule. If you have questions on that, just please don't hesitate to ask. We are working through all of this. One thing I did forget to say, I will have a planning period for 45 minutes during independent workshop. But outside of that, I will be able to answer questions if they have them through our chat box used through GoGuardian. So please feel free to ask questions about that. Your child will learn much more about that the first week of school. Okay, so that was asynchronous and synchronous learning. Like I said, synchronous is in person, like you see, like right now, if I had the kids in front of me, that would be synchronous learning on Google Meet. Asynchronous is when they are learning independently during their independent workshop. And then we have group work, which would be considered synchronous in the group, asynchronous when they're working on their independent workshop. They can start their independent workshop right after lunch, but I recommend, if you're not doing a group work, to take that time, move around, and, do your thing. So we'll talk all about this the first week, but I just wanted to outline this right now for you guys so you had the information, you could prepare your child, and get excited for our first week of online learning. Okay, so after that, let's just go over a little bit of the classroom expectations and norms, which we will also review on the first day of school. Your child must be on time by 9 a.m. every day. I will take attendance right at 9 a.m. And unfortunately, if they are tardy, I will have to mark that in our system online too for the school records. So please make sure they're logged in at 9 a.m. I would recommend just having them log in at 8:45 a.m. And having them do something like Lexia, Epic, or Zern. So next is find a quiet space and minimize distractions. I have a little transportable desk for them, which will help keep them in their element. You'll get these at Chromebook Pickup, and those will be required to have out during our instruction. And come prepared, computers charged, cameras on. If cameras on is a problem, please reach out to me individually and we can chat about that. Presentation. So dress for success. Make sure you're dressed in what you would wear to school, not PJs. Sit up straight and camera on. And make sure you come into the meeting muted. We will talk a lot about how to unmute once we get started. Participation, chat responsibly, communication, and respect. All of those kind of go hand in hand. And like I said, we'll dive more into that once we get started with things. So like you see down here, we have our daily, this will be what we do when we are in synchronous learning. We'll go over our morning meeting. We'll go over our agenda for the day. We'll go over online expectations, review our groups, and then we'll touch base on what they're going to be doing during independent workshop time. So independent workshop is going to always look like this with the day up top. And during independent workshop, they'll have 5 tasks to complete, and they'll click the task and it will take them directly to the link. These independent workshop items must be completed daily, all 5 of them, and many of these items will be taken, will have a grade taken. So please, please, please continue to, like I said, ask questions throughout this process, by dojo or email at miranda.conway@gocruisers.org. Let's see. Okay, attendance process. We touched on that a little bit. Communication. I will be communicating with you guys daily. If not, you know, you can check the classroom website daily on Dojo, and we're figuring this out together. So I anticipate daily. But please check the class website daily and your dojo account daily, and message me if you have any questions, comments, concerns, etc. Please allow, when it's outside of our school day hours, 8:35 to 3:55, a 24-hour response time. But during those hours, if I'm not in a synchronous lesson, then I should be able to respond. You can also always call the school number, which will be located in the parent information packet here. And that explains a little bit more just about the foundations of our classroom. So all of these materials will be found on our classroom website, which will be put on Dojo here soon once it's all finalized and prepped. And we will review all of this information the first week of school with the kiddos. So it's been so great just explaining this all out. I've worked really hard to, prepare this to be as easily accessible, one-stop shop access as possible. And I'm just super excited to be working with your kiddos this year. We are going to have so much fun. We are going to have rewards, incentives, and we're going to keep this as much like being in a school classroom as possible. So stay safe, stay healthy, and we will be in touch soon. Bye, guys.